নমস্কার সবাইকে। আমরা আরেকটু সময় অপেক্ষা করব। উইল ওয়েট ফর অ্যানাদার 5 minutes or more so that those people have not joined till now. We'll give them some time. Maybe within 5 minutes we'll start. 5 মিনিটের মধ্যে আমরা শুরু করব, ঠিক আছে?
তোমাকে একটা পাঠিয়ে দিচ্ছি।
এখন শুরু।
Exactly 6:05 আমরা স্টার্ট করব। উইল স্টার্ট জাস্ট 6:05 p.m. So we are waiting for some people, some other people to join. So after that we will exactly start around 6:05. Thank you. গুড ইভিনিং, শুভ সন্ধ্যা, সবাইকে স্বাগতম জানাই সবাইকে। We are on behalf of Bhavna, I am welcoming all of you to this webinar. Those who don't know me, my name is Arunashish. I am one of the, you can say one of the Sebak of Bhavna, and today we are going to conduct this webinar in a multilingual mode. Because we got few participants from other states and also from other country. So it will be like the main discussion will be in English, but anybody can ask the question in Bengali and Hindi. We will be covering the three languages, English, Hindi and Bengali. So our honorable speaker will give the main presentation, main discussion will be in English, simple English, so that everyone can understand. And if you have any question, never hesitate to ask the question in your language within these three. So before we going to start the webinar, those who knows about Bhavna, I will tell that one person, I'll tell about one person without whom we are nothing, we are not exist. As a Bhavna family, we don't exist. That person is our honorable Acharya. So I will ask our Acharya to come in front of camera and give a welcome speech so that we can proceed further.
Yes. Namaskar. 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 Welcome to Bhavna. I'm Ishara Shishadgadi. I'm Banasku Achachu. Amar Bondender Nia Abnader Pension. Amader Coop Pension. Oi. Amra Jani. Amra Kintu Amra Shavashe Kushi Taki Keno Janin Amnara Kushi Takar Apai Jinin Shapai Apar Welcome Janai Palu Takbin.
Thank you, Acharya. And our Acharya's name is Shaurashish, and we are proud to have him in our life. And we believe that because of him, Bhavna is created, and because of him, whatever we are doing today, it is because of him, because of his divine power. So with the blessings of Bhavna, our Honorable Acharya, we are proceeding further. I will try to talk in, I can say, Banglish, Bengali and English mixed. And after Acharya, once again, I'll welcome all of you to the webinar. This webinar will be in multilingual, whatever I said already. And you can ask question in any language, but the main discussion will be in English. Any language means English, Hindi and Bengali. I don't know apart from this. So in today, the question, very simple question, how are you? কেমন আছেন? এই সহজ সরল কোশ্চেনটা জিজ্ঞাসা করতেও আমরা আজকাল ভয় পাই। We are very much hesitant to ask this question, as because nowadays we all are going through a big challenge due to COVID, where a simple small virus challenge the existence of our human being. একটা সামান্য ভাইরাস আমাদের মতন মানুষ, পরাক্রমশালী মানুষ, শ্রেষ্ঠ জীবকে চ্যালেঞ্জ করেছে। প্রকৃতি তার নিজের হাতের তৈরি পৃথিবীকে ফেরত চেয়েছেন এবার। তিনি হয়তো শুনেছেন সমস্ত অভিযোগ, সমস্ত আর্তনাদ, তাই একটা ক্ষুদ্র ভাইরাসের মাধ্যমে হয়তো প্রকৃতি তার প্রতিশোধ নিচ্ছে। We all are very much frightened for this situation, and we are in stress. Now, most of us right now, whoever in this webinar, most of us are the special parents. In Bengali, Bishesh Abhibhavak, Bishesh Baba-Ma. This term special is used to differentiate from others in both the senses. Bhalo ba mondo, in দুটো অর্থেই স্পেশাল টার্ম ক্যান বি ইউজড। সমাজ থেকে আলাদা হওয়ার চাপ, বিশেষ শিশুকে বড় করার নানান ধরনের চ্যালেঞ্জ, ফ্যামিলি ইস্যু, we all have to deal with these every day. And with this pressure or stress, we are continuing to do a lot of things, and we forget one thing, that we are also human beings. In April is treated as Autism Awareness Month, and most of us already attended many webinar, many seminar on autism and how to train our children, and many other technical stuffs. But how the parents can be better, how the parents can live in better life, that is not yet, I think, in this month is not yet discussed. That's why we thought of arranging such a webinar. We special parents, especially the mothers, involve ourselves so deeply with everything that we generally, with everything related to the child, that we generally forget ourselves. The most important person in our life, we forget that. That is me and myself. Special mother and father keep doing their activities. Special Baba Ma তাদের কাজকর্ম চালিয়ে যান, স্পেশালি রিলেটেড টু দ্য চাইল্ড, রিলেটেড টু দ্য ফ্যামিলি, রিলেটেড টু দ্য সোসাইটি। আমরা আমাদের কাজকর্ম চালিয়ে যাই, উই আর ডুইং আওয়ার ডিউটিস, forgetting that person, that is me and myself. আজ ভাবনা টিমের পক্ষ থেকে শুধুমাত্র বিশেষ বাবা মায়ের কথা ভেবে এই বিশেষ আলোচনার আয়োজন করা হয়েছে, where we will get to know about mindfulness and how it will help us to raise our child in a better way, and while we can be happier as well. Before proceeding to the main discussion, I would like to tell a simple ordinary story. I guess everyone like the story, like to heard the story. So it is related to a housewife. A simple housewife just married and got into new house and got lot of new utensils. And just like any other housewife, he loved to keep clean his kitchen, especially the utensils. Her kitchen, especially the utensils. She used that scrubber material, which is called Scotch Brite in India. I don't know in other countries what you are using. And every day she used to clean all the utensils. She used to clean the sink and everything. But after some days, she found the utensils are, she using same soap, একই সাবান ইউজ করছেন, একই রকম টাইম দিয়ে কাজ করছেন। she is not giving less time, still that utensils are not properly cleaned. Those are she is seeing that there is lot of dirt in the utensils. বাসনগুলোতে প্রচুর ময়লা থেকে যাচ্ছে। Initially she changed the soap, and then she is giving more time to clean, but still there is something in the plates or in the utensils. After that, she discovered it is not due to the soap, not due to the time, it is she forgot to clean the Scotch Brite or the scrubber. So without cleaning the scotch bite, she is trying to clean the utensils, while the scotch bite or the scrubber itself is dirty. So if we think our mind like a scotch bite, and if we are not cleaning that mind, then it may spread some that dirt or dirty thing within our environment, within our loved ones. And that's why mindfulness will help us to clean our mind, to clean our mental condition, and so that we can be in better life, or we can help others, we can help our family, our child to be in better life. So I will not waste much time. I will can ask Mr. Dr. Pal to continue. Dr. Pal, আপনাদের মাইন্ডফুলনেস নিয়ে বিস্তারিত বলবেন। আমি শুধু এটুকু বলবো, মাইন্ডফুলনেস আমাদের লাইফে অনেক পরিবর্তন এনেছে। লাস্ট ইয়ার ডিউরিং লকডাউন, মাই ওয়াইফ Sudeshna, Dr. Sudeshna actually learned about it and started practicing mindfulness, and we saw positive change in our life. যখন পুরো পৃথিবীটা ধোঁয়াশা হয়ে উঠেছিল, তখন মাইন্ডফুলনেস আমাদের স্থিত করেছে, শান্ত করেছে, সমাহিত করেছে। উই ফেল্ট দ্য কামনেস উইদিন আস, and hence we thought of organizing this webinar to share that thing with all of you. So let me introduce our honorable speaker, our resource person, Dr. Anirban Pal. He did his he did his MBBS and MD and working as pain specialist. He is in the field of mindfulness for last 5 years and training mindfulness to many people from 2019. Presently, he is working as the course director of Harmony Meditation Center, Kolkata, which conducts the research and training of mindfulness in India. So friends, please help me to welcome Dr. Anirban Pal, who will help us to learn more about mindfulness. Dada, it is everything with you. Please go ahead.
A very good evening to all of you. I think I am visible and audible. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to Bhavna for giving me this opportunity to interact with all of you. And the next few minutes, I will be giving a very short presentation, maybe of 5 to 7 minutes, to let you know what this mindfulness is. But before I start, I think mental well-being is something which people of India are not very concerned about. Okay, just like the oxygen or the hospitals, it is not in the priority list of the Indians in whichever part you are. But this is something very important. My special thanks to Sudeshna ma'am, to Orunashish sir for thinking about this, thinking about mental well-being, and not only thinking about them, also extending the help to others. That this thing is very important, and many of us or most of us need to practice this mental well-being. So just give me a few seconds. I would just start the presentation, and please listen carefully because I will be sharing something very important which can change your life. So just give me a few seconds. Hope all of you can see the screen. And today's topic Uh, as you can see, that it's about raising a special need child and mental well-being, and so how mindfulness can play a role in this. So let's start with this very small presentation. I would request you again to please listen to the presentation very carefully. Then we will switch over to direct question answers. So obviously, parenting a special child, it is a very challenging task. There are lots of issues which has to be dealt. It is not only the child, it is the whole psychosocial environment, the people around you, the situations around you. And telling anything about this is like telling the fish how to survive in water, because you are facing that challenge every day in, day out. You are living with these challenges, you are facing these challenges, and you know much more than I do. So there are problems in different dimensions, in different perspectives. It's in relationship dimension, there are problems. There are problems in family issues. There are various in the with the child there are problems, and it has been seen that these parents who are raising this, parenting this special child, they are in a very high level of stress. Their level of stress is 3 to 4 times more than the normal parents. So we can just imagine the amount of stress they are dealing with. And today we will be talking about these parents, that how we can help them. So one very important thing is the mental health. So the mental health of the parent is a key thing. We need to understand this. Many of us, we don't recognize this, that I have to be mentally well to deal with the whole situation, with the challenges. So, as a parent, you are playing a very crucial role in your child's life. Sometimes you don't recognize this. Your behavior to the child, you face challenges, you face difficult emotions. How good are you in handling those? If you are unable to handle your emotions well, you will be venting out certain things like anger or other things into your child. And it is not only the child, the whole thing, the family, the surroundings, the people around you, everyone is being affected. So please realize this, that you are a pillar on which the whole structure is there, and you are in severe stress. So you are the one through which the everything around you is just a reflection. It's just a mirror of how you are. Suppose you get angry in any situation and you just vent it out on someone, maybe your child or to any family member, and this makes the thing worse. It happens now and then. Any difficult situation you face, you are unable to face it properly, you are unable to cope up. So the reaction you give affects the people around you, it affects the situation around you, it affects your child's life. So it's very important to see how you are. And sometimes we just are unable to recognize this very important thing, that it is the parent who is holding the key. The parent is taking the whole responsibility. It is the parent who is the pivot around which the everything's are revolving. So you need to be calm, you need to be balanced, you need to be handling the things in the best possible way. So one part will be very important, that is taking care of your mind, which we call the mental well-being. There is a misconception in the Indian society that you need to have some psychiatric problems to take care of your mental well-being. It's not like that. Every normal individual, every person needs to take care of the mental well-being. Every one of us, we need to take care of this. And you are no exception. Rather, being a parent of a special child, as you are in a more challenging position, as you are facing a more stressful situation, you need it more than others. Now, it's just like Arunashish sir was just telling that it is just like cleaning. We all know that we clean our physical bodies. The body we have, we take care of this body, we take a bath, we clean it up with soap, with whatever it is, and we daily devote some time, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes on this. But what about the mind? This mind is something through which we see the world around us. What about the mind? Yes, we need to clean the mind also. This is something very few of us recognize. Very few of us recognize that we need good mental health. We need to clean the mind. We need to devote some time every day, maybe 5 10 minutes to clean the mind. And there is a scientific way of training the mind, which you can say it's a mental training, which will help you to look into the situations better. I will talk about this now. This we call as mindfulness. Many of you may be hearing this term for the first time. So, what is it? What is this mindfulness all about? This is something, it was started in 1979 in a US medical school by a doctor, that it is, in very simple words, it's training the mind with some exercises, with some concepts, which helps us to look into the things with a different perspective. I'm not going into the exact definitions and those things, but it is the things remain the same, but you look into the things from a different perspective. Let me just explain you in very short. Suppose you are looking at your surroundings of your house and it is being continuously raining. It may so happen that it is continuously raining for the last few days. So, how it feels like or how it looks like? Everything around you is gloomy, it is raining, it's muddy outside, your mood get depressed, it is raining for the last 4 5 days. Then what happens? Suddenly the sun comes out. The same houses around your house, the trees around you, they are fresh, green, there are flowers, the same thing. It looks beautiful. So it is just changing the perspective of things. Everything remains the same, but your way of looking into the things changes with this training. Now, some of you will ask me that how it works, how this thing can happen. This is a scientific thing that if you are practicing certain routine, slowly the electric signals in your brains will change. The pattern of signals they start changing, and the areas of brain which deal with positive emotions and certain behaviors, they change. There are certain changes in those areas of brain. So in this way, the whole thing changes. How you look into the things, how you behave, how you deal with your emotions, everything slowly changes. Now, hearing this, many of you must be thinking that this must be something very difficult, this training and everything. But actually, it's very simple. This whole thing was prepared for the common man, common people. It's for us. It is nothing very difficult. It's just a systemic training where you need to devote some time, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes of your day with some simple practices, with practicing some simple concepts in your life. It's for us, common man, the busy man, the modern man and woman, obviously, that who are very busy in their life, waking up early, going through the day, handling different situations, and being special parents, you are handling more tough situations, more challenges throughout the day, and you at the night you just uh, you get tired and you just go to sleep. So where is the time? So it's very simple. It takes very less time to practice, and it's for us who are stressed, who are in very complicated situations. Now, you'd ask me that is it effective? Yes, it's effective. If you are doing it in a proper manner, if you are doing it with proper guidance, there are thousands and thousands of research articles on mindfulness and how it can help you. How effective is this? It is not my words. You can just go to Google and just search mindfulness meditation, and you will find hundreds and thousands of research work on this, and all saying that they are effective. Now comes the question that how you can learn this, how you can apply this. First of all, ask yourself that whether you are interested to change the way you are living your life with so much of stress, with so much of problems, looking into things with something which is not very clear to you, and sometimes you are confused. So, if you have that intention that you want to use this tool in your life, it's easy to learn also. I am working in this field for maybe last 4 or 5 years, and in 2019, I set up a meditation center, and it is named Harmony. And the whole purpose of setting up this center was to help people deal with the problems of life. So we have a very simple way of teaching mindfulness. We call this the beginners program or the basic program. And there are in this program there are sessions. There are 5 usual sessions. In each week we have one session, and the session is of 2 hours duration. So the program runs for a duration of 1 month. Mostly now the sessions are online, though we had also the in-person sessions, but due to COVID, we have held up this in-person session. So in online sessions, each week we have a session, and this program runs for around a month. And every day you need to do a daily practice. It is of 10-15 minutes. I have also mentioned the fees out there. These are mostly this mindfulness. You can learn this in group sessions. You join as a group. Usually there is 10 to 15 people coming in a group and they are learning this program. But there are scope of individual learning also for certain persons who are not comfortable in groups. And a very interesting thing that as you are parents of special child, you are yourself special in that way. You have been into more stressful situations. I have that opportunity of uh, teaching mindfulness to very special persons also. I remember a person who was in very advanced stage of cancer, and she had only a few weeks in her life to spend on this earth, and how her life changed with mindfulness. Or I remember another participant who was she was totally bedridden due to paralysis. She can't move. She also learned this technique and she was very happy with this. So this is in any person. You don't have to be have psychiatric problems, psychological problems. It has nothing to do with mindfulness. It's everyone's duty to take care of our mental health. And with a better mind, we can do the things much better. So perhaps you are dealing as a special parent with the situation in this, like this lady. And you see, talking about mind, it's a lot of things I need to talk, but I will not go into details. Just like, just imagine yourself wearing maybe goggles or a sunglass like this lady. So if you are wearing a blue glass, everything around you will appear blue. If you are wearing a yellow glass, everything around you appears yellow. If you are wearing a red glass, everything appears around you as red. And you think the world around you is like that. You think everything around you is blue or green or red, whatever. It depends on the glass. And this glass or the goggles, whatever you say, is your mind. It is very important because through your mind, you actually perceive the situations which happens around you. You interpret the situations. So if you have a very clear mind, just like a water of a pond, if the water is very disturbed, if your mind is very disturbed, dealing with lots of thoughts, lots of difficult emotions, unable to handle difficult emotions that are arising or feelings that are coming. It's just like the hazy water. You cannot see through the water of that pond. But if it is, just imagine if it is very still, if it is very fresh, if it is very clear, you can see through the water, the bottom of the pond. So the same with your mind. If it is clear, you can see through the things. It provides you the clarity. You can interpret situations better. You can handle situations better. You can handle your feelings better, your emotions better. You can, as I said, that you are the pillar around which the whole thing happens. So you are the game changer. You can change everything. And this mind is something very important. You need to recognize this. You need to appreciate this, that you have to take care of this. You have to clean the mind every day. You have to train to get a clear mind so that it will be very easy for you to handle the situations, the difficult scenarios, even yourself, and everything. As you change, the all the situations around you will change. And regarding the time, you will never get time. You have to make time. I know as special parents, you are very busy. So if you think in from a different perspective, how much time you are spending for learning this? It is 2 hours for 5 sessions. So only 10 hours of your life you are spending. And every day, maybe you are spending 5 to 10 minutes. That is the time. If you can devote that time, you will never have that time in your life because we are all busy and you are more busy than us. But you need to make out this time. If you can somehow make out this 10 hours of your time from your life can change with this simple use. And thousands of people around the world are using this and changing their life. So why not you? So there must be some doctors or some people who are scientific minded. I thought of just sharing with them. This is an article published in one of the very reputed journals. It is called use of this mindfulness-based program. Use of this program in parents of autism, it has changed their life. So whatever I am saying, I am myself a doctor, so I cannot speak like a religious guru or a baba. Anything rubbish I cannot say. I cannot say that I have made a medicine for corona or like this thing or something cures something. Whatever I say has to be scientific. So whatever I am saying, you can check in Google, you can look into the scientific papers. These are scientific things. This is one of the most reputed journals. There will be lots of papers on this, which is saying that this helps. It is not my words. It is what I see. I am just reflecting on that. So health is always there. But most of you don't recognize your problems. You are suffering. You are suffering. You are in difficult situations, but you don't know that you are in such sort of problem. So first thing will be to recognize, okay, my mind is the problem. So why not clean it up? Why not give this little amount of time and try it out and get out of this suffering? And recently, there is awareness among the society. People are learning mindfulness. Even from our center, we have tried to teach mindfulness to more than 250 people for the last 2 years. And they have been practicing mindfulness in their life. So things are changing. People are becoming aware of the things. And last month, it so happened that one of the Bengali dailies, Protidin, it covered an article on mindfulness. So it's coming up in the news also because it is affecting thousands of lives around the world. It is giving a scientific device to deal with our minds and to lead a better life. And one thing I would like to just impress upon that this mindfulness, we cannot explain it very directly to you. It's a long thing. It's an experience. You have to come in, you have to experience what mindfulness is. Through the program, you have to practice those things, those meditations. You have to learn those concepts. You have to get those things inside you, and you need to experience what is. And this is nothing to do with any religion. This is totally secular thing. So whatever from which religion you belong, from which strata you belong, who you are, which country you belong, it doesn't matter. It is a universal thing. So you have to experience it with yourself, being present there. It's just like a food. It's talking about any food doesn't help. You have to taste that food. Similarly, you have to taste mindfulness. You have to experience mindfulness to know what is it and how it can change your life. I would end my this short presentation. So I would ask you this question: that why you are suffering, and you must be giving responsibilities to hundred of things around you, to persons around you who are making your life difficult, to situations around you. But let me tell you, maybe some of you are making your child responsible or whatever thing. But let me tell you that your suffering, you contribute to your suffering. This is the truth. 90% of your suffering is because of you. And mind is a major contributor. If you change the perspective towards your life, your suffering will decrease. It may also vanish because you are suffering because of yourself. Those situations are there, those people are there, those facts are there, but they are contributing only 10%. The rest 90% is your contribution. So please be aware of this, that you are suffering because of yourself. You create your own suffering. So if you can change the way of looking into the world, if you can change uh, the way you look into your sufferings, if you can change into look into the things that is the challenges you have, everything will change and you will not suffer. So I would end my presentation here, and I would say that if you really want to change, ask yourself that if you have that intention that you want to change your life, there is a choice. It is not like that you don't have a help. There is a help, and if you want, you can take that help. It's up to you. It's you to decide that whether I have that intention, whether I have that commitment, that I want to change my life, I want a better life. If you want to evolve as a human being, if you want a better life, option is there. And one of the option is obviously mindfulness. Thank you all for listening to this presentation, and I will be answering the questions you have.
Okay. Thank you, Dada, for your very nice presentation. I have few questions. Can I ask directly?
Sure,
Okay,
sure,
okay. After that, we will
sure.
take the participants' question.
Yeah, sure.
The questions I got from different participants prior to this session, one of them,
Mhm.
why do I need mindfulness?
Actually, mindfulness, as I said, is a way of training your mind. And the mind plays a major role in our life. It's not only physical health, it is the mental health also. So if you practice mindfulness, you are having a better way of life, and you can live your life as a better human being. You can control your emotions better. You can
Okay.
deal with the problems of your life better.
Mhm. Okay. So the next question is it related to any religion? If I maybe if I do it, I need to be part of any particular religion or part of
No,
any.
it is not.
Yeah.
It is nothing related to any religion. You can be a Hindu, you can be a Muslim, you can be whatever you are. It doesn't interferes with your religious belief, with your rituals, with the practices. It has nothing to do with those things. It just adds up to your beliefs and helps you. So it has nothing to do with religion.
Okay. Thank you, Dada. One more question is, I don't have time to sit for 5 minutes. In that case, how can I do that 10-15 minutes meditation? What you are telling, and
This is basically a training.
okay.
Suppose if I say that I want to swim, but is it possible to go and swim the next day? It is not possible. It needs a training. Maybe I need to train myself for 1 month. And initially, maybe I'm afraid of water. But after 1 month, slowly I can do those things. So in slow way, we train the mind so we can do this. And in very with very small times initially, then we can do for longer times also. The mind, once the mind gets trained, it is possible to do anything.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Uh, how does it help me to raising my special child?
Yes, actually, it's not the child. Sometimes, as I said, that everything around you, including the special child, it's just a reflection. All of you must have experienced that. Suppose you are in a bad mood and you just went out some negative things into your child, and that affects the child. It affects your family, it affects everyone around us. So, if you have a clear mind, if you are able to control your emotions, you will be a better human being, you will be a better parent, and obviously that will affect the life of your way. So, it will help to raise the child in a better way and to deal with the problems in a better way.
Okay, okay. That means there will be some change in my perspective, how I am
Yes.
looking at everything, and in turn that will help me.
Just as I
Yeah.
just I gave the example of a glass. Suppose I am wearing this spectacle, and if it gets dirty, everything around me looks dirty, and I say that the whole world is dirty, but actually it's my spectacle which is getting dirty. So it is that in that
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
I
yeah.
clean my spectacle, everything
And what I understood is if I practice mindfulness, I will be better person so that my behavior to others will be better,
yes,
and I can treat my child in better way, and obviously I can handle the problems in better way.
yes,
Isn't it, Radha? Okay. So
yes.
I
For
have,
special parents, this is more important because they are facing more challenges. They are into more difficult problems of life, and many of them get to negative forms of mind. Some sort of thinking come, very negative thoughts come in their mind. So it is more important for them to practice this. It will be more beneficial for them. As I cited the research article, it said it's more beneficial for the special parents.
yes. I mean, means not only it will change the perspective, it will help us to uh, think in positive way. Is it?
Yes, yes, because the positive way of looking into things, the perspective changes. As I said, it's like seeing things in bright sunlight. Everything appears positive.
Yes, yes. What I remember, one simple cartoon I found in Facebook. Maybe every one of us look at it. So that it is written 9. If I am standing in the downside, I can see is 9. If I am standing the other side, I can see 6. It depends on me what I am seeing, where I am standing. So that's why maybe in both way it is right, but I have to change the position of looking at. That may change my life.
Yes, exactly. It can be six for some, it can be nine for some.
Yes,
So
yes,
why not take the way of looking it in a positive manner?
yes. Thank you. And one more question is, what is the difference between mindfulness and meditation?
Yes, actually, meditation is a very broad term. It encompasses a lot of things. To different people, it means different things. So, very simply, I can say that mindfulness is a form of meditation because if you can devote, as you have to devote time of your day for practicing something which is related to the mind, so that is called meditation. But in our society, meditation means something different to different people. We can say that mindfulness can be taken as a form of meditation. There are hundreds of forms of meditation, different, and they are all different.
Okay. And I'm asking too many questions to you.
You know, these are
One more
very
question.
important questions.
Yes, yes, yes. One more question is, and how can I apply mindfulness in my everyday work? Is it possible to apply mindfulness in
Yes,
everyday work?
mindfulness, the whole concept, as it is not possible to discuss mindfulness in details in this sort of sessions because it is a training program. The whole thing has been evolved as a training program. But the whole concept of mindfulness, that how I can bring this concept into my daily life, into my daily activities, it deals with these things. And it is not about learning some spiritual things. It is about application. The whole thing is about application in life, how I can use it in my life and change my life. So daily activities are the thing where I will be applying this thing and changing the thing.
Okay. So one more question is, do I need a guru to practice mindfulness?
No, no, this doesn't have, this is not the spiritual thing like that. You need a guru to take you through the spiritual path. It is just it is a scientific training which is being conducted by trainers uh, who have this training of mindfulness and who practice mindfulness in their life, who apply mindfulness in their life. They will help you in this process to learn this thing. Then there are teachers or they can be mentors. Like it's not the guru thing. It is not something really religious or not like that. It's some basic concepts which we need to follow, which we need to practice.
Okay. I got one question from one of our participant from Malaysia, and it is that can you demonstrate one method? Can we have a practical experience how we can do mindfulness in a practical way? Can you tell us something?
Sorry, I can't hear the question. It was some net problem. Can you
Means
repeat?
he's saying that please have a demonstration if possible on how to do it.
Okay. As I said, it is like the food. Suppose I can talk hours over a food. Suppose let us take biryani, famous food in Kolkata. I can talk about biryani for hours, but it will not help you unless you go to a place, go to an authentic place, and you taste the biryani. So it is same like that. You, if you come and taste mindfulness, if you come and experience, try to experience mindfulness. So that is important. That experience is important. You cannot describe biryani. You can say a lot of things about biryani, but you cannot explain how it tastes like. You have to go there and you have to take the biryani, and then you can only say, "Oh, it tastes like this." The same with mindfulness. So it is baseless talking hours about mindfulness. You have to
Okay.
spend some time of your life and experience it. That is the simplest way.
Yeah. No, I'm telling Dada, is it possible to give a, small mindfulness meditation today? How to start? Maybe 5 minutes or so. Can you? Is it possible today?
It's difficult because we need a preparation, preparing our mind, and intention, as I said, was very important. That many of us, it so happens that we are ourselves not very, we don't have that intention of changing things in a positive way. Because if we have that intention, we have to spend some time on that, and it's my mind which I am training. It's just the guidance is there. There, my guidance will be there or someone else guidance will be there, but it is your mind you are training, so you have to put in that effort. And this is not a very simple thing like that in our life we are habituated to very fast results. We are now watching the IPL is going on, it's a 2020 cricket match. Mindfulness, if I say, it's a test match. It's not like that you just go into a 2020 match, it ends within hours. It will be a 5 day match. So you will get the results slowly. You go on practicing and you start getting the results slowly, slowly, slowly. This program is for 1 month because you first appreciate the result in 1 month. After 1 month time, you can just feel that something is changing somewhere because it is the brain changing. I told that the signals in the brain change, the structures in the brain change. You have to give that time to change. It will not happen in hours or minutes or seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
And one of our participant, Mr. Onongo Negi, uh, he sent one question that as a professional social worker, how we can manage our stress.
Yes, sorry, I couldn't get the question.
Uh, as a professional social worker, how we can manage our stress?
Yes, this helps to manage your stress. This practicing mindfulness daily, cleaning your mind daily, practicing some simple exercise or concepts in your life daily helps you to manage stress. The main effect of mindfulness is on stress management.
Okay. Basically, for any related to stress, anything we can, if we can practice mindfulness, then it will help.
Yes, it
Right?
is extremely helpful for stress management.
Okay.
And that's why it is so important in special parents who are in so much of stress. It is seen that the special parents are in 3 to 4 times of more stress than usual parents because of the situation.
Okay. Thank you. I have no more question with me, but for the participants, if you have question, you can write in the chat box. I can, or else I can unmute you just if you raise the hand. আপনাদের যদি কারো কোশ্চেন থাকে আপনারা এখানে হ্যান্ড রেজ করুন অথবা লিখুন তাহলে শর্মিষ্ঠা বক্সি হোয়াট আর দ্য ডিফারেন্ট মেথড অফ ইনভলভিং মাইন্ডফুলনেস লেট মি আনমিউট হার ওকে সো I unmuted you, Miss Boxi. শর্মিষ্ঠা বক্সি আপনাকে আনমিউট করা হয়েছে, আপনি কোশ্চেন করতে পারেন। ভিডিওটা অন
হ্যালো
করে
স্যার। হ্যাঁ হ্যালো স্যার, বলছি যে ডিফারেন্ট মেথডস অফ মানে কি কি মেথড এই অ্যাপ্লাই করা হয় ফর দ্য মাইন্ডফুলনেস ট্রেনিং, হোয়াট আর দ্য ডিফারেন্ট মেথডস দ্যাট উই ক্যান গো থ্রু অর involving this type of training?
There are different methods. There are a lot of methods. It's very difficult to say in just a few lines or like this. It's a whole training thing. But I can give you just a few little ideas. Just, it can be breathing, it can be relaxation, it can be some other things, and the whole thing it comes up under mindfulness. But one thing I would like to say that this concept of mindfulness is very different from what we understand by breathing or meditation. It has nothing to do with pranayam or those things. It is totally different. It's a different concept altogether. So if I say this or I try to explain, it will perhaps confuse you more. So it's better to learn it directly, experience it directly. I think that is the best method.
ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ দাদা। আর কারো কোশ্চেন আছে আপনারা? ইফ এনিবডি হ্যাভিং এনি কোশ্চেন, চ্যাটের মধ্যে লিখতে পারেন। I guess আর কারো কোনো কোশ্চেন নেই। So in that case we can conclude.
I would just like to say one thing.
Yes.
In today's life, it seems that we are all very busy and we look for very easy solutions. There are a lot of apps and a lot of things. A lot of people reach out to me and they say that I have tried this, this net program or this app, and this has not worked for me. Mindfulness doesn't work for me like that. So I would request everyone to get into authentic things. Suppose you taste biryani in a footpath, in a place, a person who is selling biryani on footpath, and it is not of that quality, and you form an opinion about Kolkata's biryani. You say, okay, this is rubbish. This is not good. So please don't go into very simple ways of. There are, I could also see there are certain promotions that learn mindfulness in one day, mindfulness in 3 days. It can't happen in that way. This is a scientific thing. You have to give that little time and effort to get the results. And this is a mind training, but it is something life changing. It will change your life if you have that intention. So please keep that time. It is not just going and purchasing something, trying something, because then you will have a negative feedback or effect on this mindfulness.
Yes, sure. What I understood. আমার যেটা মনে হয় সত্যি, মানে যদি জিনিসটা আমাকে জানতে হয়, then I have to go to authentic source and I have to follow, আমাকে এমন ভাবে ফলো করতে হবে যাতে
Yes, it's better to learn from persons who know it, and very few know it, and in the proper scientific way. Then you will have the good effects.
yes,
Then you will
overnight
experience this life changing.
it will not work overnight, definitely. It
Yes.
will not work
And
overnight.
it's not like that. In tomorrow my life will change. It is not like that. But in 1 month I will notice something is happening.
I
Something
have
is
to put
changing.
in my effort, then only it will work. Obviously, আমি যদি নিজে এফোর্ট না দিই, probably it will not work. থ্যাংক ইউ দাদা, ভাবনার তরফ থেকে এবং সমস্ত পার্টিসিপেন্টসের তরফ থেকে আপনাকে আমরা ধন্যবাদ জানাই। আপনার কাছ থেকে অনেক কিছু জানলাম, তো আরো ভবিষ্যতে শেখার আগ্রহ রইল, আপনার থেকে আরো কিছু শিখবো, জানবো। আজকের মতন আমরা সবাইকে,
My gratitude to you and Sudeshna ma'am and to Bhavna for giving this opportunity to interact with others, and hope this session will change some lives. Some people will adopt this in their life and will change their life in a positive manner. Thank you for this opportunity.
থ্যাংক ইউ এভরিওয়ান, থ্যাংক ইউ দাদা, নমস্কার।